We've all cleaned technology devices from your tablets and your phones, but have you ever wondered what the difference is between disinfecting versus mechanical removal? Hey there, my name is Tchoi. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. In my channel, I talk about everything to do with the office, and today we are talking about how to clean your technology items. Now, this has been a hot topic for the last 12 months, and really over the last 12 months, I've found that a lot of people still don't know what the difference is between disinfecting versus cleaning. Sounds pretty easy. So I'm going to show you guys a quick little demo today. So the difference between disinfecting versus cleaning is surprisingly very different. So here I have a little iPad, and I took the liberty of smearing some nasty stuff on my iPad, and you can see it's just coated. So let's get right into it. Let me show you what the difference is between disinfecting and cleaning. So I have a disinfectant wipe here from my nice little yellow tub. Now, the first thing you notice, obviously, if you've used disinfectant wipes, is that they are overly saturated. In fact, I just dripped a whole bunch of liquid on my desktop, and you can see it's dripping down here. Why is it so sopping wet? Well, it's meant to be that way. Disinfectants, what it does, it carries the disinfectant liquid from the solution onto the surface, and on the surface, it requires a dwell time of anywhere from 4 minutes or 3 minutes to 10 minutes. Now, that's how it's supposed to work, and for most surfaces like doorknobs or table surfaces, it works, but for technology items, for obvious reasons, nobody wants to wait 4 to 10 minutes. But most importantly, this is what I want to show you. This is it. So I have a disinfectant wipe over here. I've got my nasty tablet. I'm going to do half of here with a disinfectant, and the other half I'm going to show you what the difference is between mechanical removal. So there's a huge difference in mechanically removing dirt and debris versus disinfecting. So let's go. Disinfecting, I'm just going to start left and right. And you can see it's actually just kind of rubbing the debris around. And as it dries off, what you're going to notice is that there's going to be a bit of a haze that sets in about 3-4 minutes. Now, that haze is actually the disinfectant working. So it hasn't really physically removed all the gunk and grime. It's still on there, just smeared. Now, that disinfecting solution, as it sits, it kind of gets caked onto the device. A couple things. I would not recommend using disinfectant wipe on your tablet right now because the chemicals in the disinfectant will actually damage the screen. And yes, I'm sacrificing my little iPad mini here for this demo for you guys in my channel. But I think it's worth showing you guys the perils of using disinfecting. Now, as it's evaporating, you can notice, even while I was talking, this little cloudy haze, and that's the disinfecting working. But you'll notice also that it hasn't really removed the gunk and grime. So picture if this is peanut butter, what it'd be doing is actually disinfecting the peanut butter, but not really removing the peanut butter. Now, what's the difference between that and mechanical removal? So of course, iCloth, my lovely sponsor, they make technology cleaning wipes specifically for tech items, but of course you can use it on other surfaces as well. So I'm just going to open up a pack. This is the personal size wipe. It's made of 70% isopropyl alcohol, and that's what I'm going to demo today. And this is a personal size wipe. It's of course made of the aerospace approved material. If you guys have watched my other videos, you'll see how awesome that material is. And this is what pilots use to clean their flight decks. So let's get right into it. So this is the disinfecting side, and of course you'll see that little haze. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. You might see that angle, so you can see that hazing. Now here's the physical or mechanically removing dirt and grime. You can see the difference as I'm bringing that across. I am now mechanically lifting all that dirt and grime that's on the tablet versus the disinfecting solution. The disinfecting wipe, what it does, it actually carries the solution on to the display and it lets it sit on there, which is why you got that haziness. So as I wipe this again, you're going to notice probably a little fine line as to where I disinfected versus where I mechanically removed. Now, this is really caked on with this glow germ thing that I put onto my device. It simulates dirt and debris. So I'm going to clean that nicely. So look at this. You can actually see the line where the disinfectant worked, and then you can see the difference where we have the the gunk actually physically or mechanically removed. So I'm just going to do another pass over here. So look at that. So that is mechanically removing. And on the top over here, let's see if I can get a clearer line for you guys. Right there. There we go. So that's the difference. This over here is disinfecting, and the bottom part over here was mechanically removing all the dirt and grime. Now, as I bring my fingers across it, I can actually feel all the dirt and grime, and you can actually see my fingerprints going on there, versus where I mechanically removed, there's nothing. So you can actually see over here slightly where my fingerprints have been. That's the disinfectant solution that's on there still. And on the bottom, look how clean that is. And that's mechanically removing. So if ever you're having problems with responsiveness on touchscreens, it's likely because you have that buildup of gunk and grime. And no matter how many times you put disinfectant, you'll still have the same performance issues. So same thing, if you're using a UV light box, or I've seen these fogging machines or these cabinets where it sterilizes your devices, that's fine. I mean, that's a PPE product and it's supposed to be doing that. But after it's done that, it still doesn't physically remove the gunk and grime from your devices, which is why it's so important to physically and mechanically remove everything from your device. Now, I'm gonna get back to it and clean the rest of my tablet so it doesn't further damage it. And while I'm doing that, do me a favor, forward this to your friends, family, and coworkers, and share this information. I think everybody has tablets and phones around in their home and their office, and this is a really important tip and trick to know. Now look at this, I've already restored my device to almost like new. I've got the edges and the seams to do with my iCloth wipe. I'm just loving this. So there you go, guys, the difference between disinfecting versus mechanically removing all the gunk and grime from your technology devices. Now, if you haven't done so already, what are you waiting for? Make sure you press on the subscribe button and tap on that bell so you can be notified of my video uploads. I had so much fun doing this demo. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.